All right, next up, it was time for the project.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Mott's Cage Radio out here, Lemoore High School with the project. Project, what the hell are we doing out here, man?
This is like my home away from home, Mott's. Lemoore High School, the wrestlers here, the high school team, Coach Marcel Vitello, they're all really good to me. They actually let our team come in and train sometimes. We get a lot of good work in with the wrestlers here. They help out our game a lot, and in turn we're able to work with those guys a little bit and show them some stuff that they can do after college as far as mixed martial arts and stuff like that. It's a pretty good trade-off. Sometimes we can come in here and roll around with these guys and get a little workout room. You know, it's a good place to train. Okay, so obviously we're training for a reason. We still have a fight with your opponent, Carlos de Soto. Okay, with an A. I'm sorry, Carlos. I always mess your name up. You sure it's with an A? I thought it was with an O.
It might be. Now you're going to get me confused.
Okay, I know it's not De Soto.
No.
D-A.
No.
And I don't think it's De Soto, T-A. I think it's De Soto, T-O.
All right, I'm going to have to look into that.
But I mean, if you can't get his name right, who can? You know what I mean, Mark? You're the man.
All right, let's talk about this. Where is this fight going to happen?
All right, it's going to be... listen to this real close, Carlos. It's September the 19th. If you show up on September 11th at the Tulare Fairgrounds, you're going to be fighting the people at the Monday sale or something, because there's not going to be no cage there. There's not going to be no fights there. It's September 19th. So make sure you get your date right so you know where to be at on the 19th, okay, buddy?
Okay, and where is where's the location?
It's going to be at the Tulare Fairgrounds. The Tulare Fair Gladiator Challenge is going to come in and put it on. Okay, so it's going to be Gladiator Challenge.
They hold shows all over the place, don't they?
Oh yeah, it's a big company. I think they do 28 shows a year. You know what I mean? Ted Williams does a really good job of getting in there and giving a lot of people good opportunities to fight and such. You know, so. I think it's going to be pretty good. I got to see the venue and stuff. It's going to be right up in the grandstands. They're going to pop a small cage right down at the bottom of the grandstands on the walkway, and it's just going to be massive, just fans straight up right there, looking straight down on the cage. It's going to be a blast, man.
Nice, nice. So have they had a fight at this venue before?
I'm not sure if they've had a fight at this venue. I know they had fights at Tulare before.
Okay.
But I don't believe they're at this venue.
Okay.
And I promise you'll get press credentials to this one, Mott's.
Okay, I really appreciate that, because we do have some haters, but we also have some participators, and you, my man, have always had my back. All right, let's talk about the weight, because he was saying like you're like mixing in cheeseburgers and you're walking around all heavy and whatnot. Let's talk about the weight, my man.
Man, he said I'm fat and out of shape or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like walking 180, 185.
Yeah.
I'm probably roughly, my weight myself right now is 171. Had a nice healthy lunch today, good breakfast, no dinner yet. So I've been waking up in the morning about 169-ish. For me, that's perfect, you know what I mean? Fights, you know, like 7 weeks out from now, you know what I mean? I don't see no problem with my weight right now, so.
Okay.
He should worry about his own weight. He seems like for someone that's going to be training 8 hours a day and is already on weight, might be overtraining a little bit, you know? You don't want to come in too light to a fight either. That could be a problem.
Okay. Now, how long has it been since you've been in the ring, my man?
About a year.
Okay.
I fought last July and lost to Juan Lopez on TV. Pretty good learning experience, you know. It helped me in a lot of ways because I learned how to deal with some adversity and stuff through that fight. Got beat up a little bit, you know. He was better than me, and I took him for granted. You know, I thought I was going to go in there and handle some business, and I didn't. Also helped me learn that, you know, how to deal with my training. I scaled back my training. I trained way too much for that fight, overtrained, and then, you know, I was sick. I learned how to kind of fight through some colds and stuff like that, you know. I was supposed to fight like 3 months later, and then my wife at the time, she had needed gallbladder surgery and knee surgery, so I kind of took time off and just did the family thing. And then when I finally was going to fight again, since then like 2 fights have fell through, so this one seems like everything's a go though. So it's been about a year, but I've been training pretty hard.
What's the toughest part about training for a fight?
For me, it's always the diet, you know what I mean? People can joke around and say like I'm a fat ass or whatever, but you know, I like to eat like anybody else, you know what I mean? It's the stuff that I like to eat, you know? I want to eat some hot wings, you know? I like pasta, garlic bread, you know, stuff like that. See you later, Mito. You know, So that's the hardest part, you know, for me is dieting. The training part's fun, you know. I like getting in here with these guys, Mito, Poppies, you know, Nick Sierra, the little wrestler over here, you know, great wrestler, all the guys, you know, Mike Martinez, Jacob Jeff. It's fun to get in there and train with the guys and stuff like that. I don't have a hard time doing that. But dieting, man, I think pretty much any fighter will tell you that, man. That freaking get you moody and stuff like that. It's like PMS, man. I feel like I have PMS whenever I'm dieting.
All right, now last up, I've been getting emails, questions, all kinds of stuff on an unrelated topic. I hate to hit you up like this, my man, but no more PFC out at the Palace. The Tachi Palace fights were the last time we were out there. What the hell is going on out there? Can you tell me about it?
I can't tell you guys too much, you know what I mean, because I honestly don't know too much. I know that there's going to be Palace Fighting Championships, but it's not going to be at the Palace. That's Christian Printup's thing, you know what I mean? And I know that from what I'm hearing, you know, and of course the tribe's always been 100% behind MMA. So, you know, they're big fight fans out there. You know, we have members from the tribe like Poppies and Mickey that fight. So, I mean, I'm sure we're going to have some form of MMA out there. I kind of like, it's kind of good right now because in a way it'd be like if Kobe Bryant was a free agent. That's kind of how I feel our property is right now, because I've received hundreds of emails, calls from promotions all over the country, promotions outside of the country, trying to get in and work with us, you know. And so we're taking, you know, the casino's really smart. They're taking a good hard look at every proposal that comes in. And, you know, we're going to make an informative decision. Our tribal management and tribal council is going to make an informative decision, and I guarantee you we're going to have some form of MMA, you know. So you know, just stick by all the fighters that have fought with us and stuff. You know, we're going to continue to have good shows and work with you guys.
Okay, as soon as any new information, obviously you'll hit me up,
yeah,
and
sure.
I do appreciate that, my man. Okay, obviously we got your fight coming up, you're training, the weight's good, DeSoto, it's still up for debate, we're figuring that one out. But as always, I want to let you, my man, shout out anybody you want.
I just want to shout out Mott's, man, for sticking by me all the time, you know, letting me get on there and say my part. Lemoore High School, the wrestlers here, Coach Patello, my #1 wrestling training partner, Nick Sierra, Sierra Elite Wrestling, my team Ochoa, Jacob Jeff, all the guys, Mito Morales, Mike Martinez, all my sponsors out there, Firehouse, Status Apparel, Pure Tan, where I get my tanning done. I was going to do my interview in a tanning bed, but, you know, I don't know how me being naked would kind of look on your show, you know what I mean? Too much to cover, I guess. You know, the nail salons, everybody that hooks me up and gives me love, you know what I mean? And just for the record, man, I don't like to talk a lot of shit and stuff like that. That's just not my style. I know that freaking me and Carlson will go out there, we're gonna fight, the best man's gonna win. I'm sure he's training hard. He's gonna come in shape, ready to bang, and that's good, man, because that's what I want him to do, you know what I mean? I want a good fight. He's going to give me all that I can handle. Hopefully I'm going to give him all that he can handle. We're going to have a battle. And whoever's going to win is going to win, you know. He's going to punch me and I'm going to punch him, man. I don't think it's going to be no 3 seconds or whatever, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to make it out to be. I hope he's training for freaking 3.5s, because that's what I'm training for, you know what I mean?
Right on. So, now the after party's still going to be at the Firehouse, right?
Oh man, the after party's going to be at the Firehouse. We're going to travel from Tulare back to Hanford, do it up real big, you know what I mean? Carlos, you can come through too if you want, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of fun.
That'd be cool. Maybe the 3 of us could sit down and take some shots. That'd be outstanding.
No shots for me, Mott's. I'm a non-drinker, brother.
Me too, so that'll be perfect. You and I will be on the iced tea tip. That'll be perfect,
but I can
brother.
eat some hot wings.
Yeah, you and I, we'll take shots of hot wings. I like the sound of that, my man. All right, Project, we wish you the best. Keep us informed. We'll bring it all to you on Cage Radio. Thanks again.